Hey guys, it is Tuesday, April 9th, and welcome. Let's see. I want to share this out to everyone who is in our group, and I want to make sure that everyone gets to see it. So, yeah, let me just share that out real quick before I introduce myself. I didn't realize that. Okay, sorry. I'm like really confused for just a second. Let's see. I hope that's there. Okay, good. So welcome. I'm Christine. I'm owner and content creator of bloomingbrilliant.net, where I share educational resources, parenting advice, and of course, information about homeschooling. I'm a homeschool mom of 2. I homeschool my daughter, who's 9 years old, and my son, who's 5 years old, right here in Brooklyn, New York. And I like to share our journey of homeschooling with you guys. I like to make it easy for you guys if you're struggling, and give you guys some support, some encouragement, some advice, like you guys get inspired by whatever we're doing, because I always like watching other homeschoolers, whoever is like in the blogging sphere. I like to watch them, or people that have like homeschooling related businesses like Julie Bogart. I love watching her and listening to her and everything she says and does. I just like, she's amazing. So, and like reading their books and all that stuff. So I love seeing what other people are doing, and I figure, you know what, I can share, and maybe I can help you guys on your journey and maybe inspire you a little. So today I'm talking about how we all need support. So, don't you feel like you could use some support? Well, no, you like thrive when you have support. Like when you are in a safe place, usually home, or around people who love you unconditionally, you're more likely to try things, to get creative, to, do your very best, or even, just like, even if you are going to make a fool of yourself, you feel okay because you're comfortable, to try those new things, and you're comfortable to experiment and get creative because you're around supportive people, because you feel support and encouragement, and you feel like it's okay if I mess up, because they won't like laugh at me and make a fool of me, or make me feel bad. You feel good, and you feel like you can be courageous and brave and do things that you may not have done before. So this is true even for our children. It's true for us as homeschoolers. A lot of times I feel uncomfortable because I'm around people who don't homeschool or who aren't supportive of homeschooling. And that could, and that does. It makes me like more quiet. It makes me not speak my thoughts sometimes, because like I'm not like this when I'm around people who are just not interested in homeschooling, or because I don't want to get into it. I don't want to talk about socialization, and I don't want to talk about, I don't have a problem with school, so I don't want to, say, well, the reasons why. I don't want to go into all that. I don't feel comfortable. So when we are around people who we are comfortable with, we do tend to open up, and then we can have deep conversations about things. Like, I feel comfortable with you guys to talk about homeschool, about supporting each other through this, about the feelings I feel when I'm around people that aren't necessarily supportive of homeschooling, and so on and so forth. I feel okay to try new things with you guys and say, look, this is what we're trying. We're trying by playing more games in our school, and I feel comfortable telling you if I'm struggling, and saying, like, it's been a week where the kids are just, yelling and screaming and fighting all the time, and it's chaotic, or that I need to take a break from either homeschool or from work or from whatever, because you guys give me that support. You guys give me that encouragement that it's okay and that this is a safe place. I can tell you that, like, when things aren't going right, and so on and so forth, right? So that's really important for all of us as homeschoolers, to be around people who are supportive. So whether your spouse is supportive, whether your family is supportive, whether your friends are supportive, or you go and you find a community like Blooming Brilliant Homeschoolers, where you find people who are on this journey too, that are supporting you and saying, yeah, you know what, you can try that principle, and it's okay if it doesn't work exactly to a T, or you can do, this, because and then celebrate your wins also, because those supportive people are there saying, yeah, I knew you could do it. Yeah, you did it. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. Look at what my friend's doing. She's amazing. Look, she's an amazing mom who's homeschooling her kid. Like, I could never do that. Even if they're not homeschoolers, like, people do that. There are people that aren't homeschoolers that do support homeschooling, that wish they could do it or whatever, and they are super, supportive. I keep saying support now, it's like getting weird. But there are people that aren't in this situation and are supportive. So don't get me wrong to everybody who is here and is not a homeschooler and is like, but I'm supportive even though I don't homeschool or whatever. There are great people out there that are a great support system for us, even if they aren't doing it. I'm just saying, when you have those good people in your life, it helps you. It helps propel you into where you need to be or where you want to be. And it helps you on your journey. It lifts you up, especially if you go down negative spirals. It really does push you up because you have that community. That being said, while it's important for us, it is also important to be that support system for our children. We want all these amazing things for our kids, but if they don't feel comfortable and supported to be silly, to try new things, to get creative, to make mistakes, to act like a fool in front of you, and to mess up, and it still be okay, then they're not going to be the amazing little Einsteins and inventors and, crazy successful people that are breaking boundaries and doing these amazing things, because they don't have that support system. So our goal is to be that for them, to accept them where they are right now, as they are, and to help guide them and relax a little, which is hard to, because so much of us wants to get them on that right track that we didn't get or that we did get, and get them on that right track and get them going and where they have to be, especially in our society. Our society's like, they need to be doing calculus at 12 and be ahead of the curve and all this stuff, and it's like, you don't have to. You can relax a little. And still be like supporting them and encouraging them. If your child is having trouble with writing, don't judge their writing. Say, you know what? Let's just make up. Don't even have them write. Write down, like, this is what Julie Bogart says. So this is not mine. This is coming from her. But she says things like, if your child isn't writing yet, or if they don't like writing, like the actual act of writing, take the pen and paper. Have them tell you a story, or when they're playing and you're there and you're listening to them making like the whole little stories with their Legos or something, sit down, say, oh, that's really interesting. Can I write down what your little thing there? Of course they like that attention, and you write down the thing, and then they say, look, this was your story. And you give them the power, and you give them like, wow, I can make things up. I can do things, And then if they make something completely ridiculous, or they have grammatical errors when they do write and whatever, or spelling errors, instead of focusing on all their mistakes and making them feel bad about it, supporting them and saying, well, and finding the good in everything that they're doing is so powerful for them, and it's supporting them, and it's going to help them in the long run. Just like we need support to break boundaries and do what we are scared to do, the kids need that too. And in homeschooling, we are that support system, because we are with them, and we are their teacher, their parent, their friend. We are everything for them right now. So being that part of that support is super, super important. So I hope you guys like this a little supportive talk. And if I say support one more time, you can, I don't know. Can somebody count how many times I said it? It's a lot. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this chat. I hope it helps you. I hope it speaks to you in some way. I'm going to drop a blog post of this conversation, like just what I've talked about, somewhere soon today. It has to be done today. If you guys like our sweatshirt, I told you I'm going to be working on some new designs. Well, launch them. But if you want one, beware unsocialized homeschoolers. Because how many times have you gotten that question about socialization? Well, how do you socialize your kids? Then you might want to pick up a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, a tote. I love our tote because I like taking it to the library. And I love the library. Yeah, I'm going to drop a link where you can get one. If you're looking for one-on-one help with your homeschool, you want to talk, you want to get on the phone and have a conversation because you're struggling and you need to answer my questions because I don't know where to go. I need help choosing curriculum. I need help with whatever, with the struggle that you're going through. I offer one-on-one consultations, so I'll drop a link for where you can get more information about that. And I'll see you tomorrow with another homeschool chat or lunchtime live. I hope you guys have a great day and happy homeschooling. See you tomorrow.